Hey guys, long time no see. It's been a couple months probably since I posted last video. Actually, it's probably been a good many months since I posted last video. I've had a pretty busy winter slash summer. I just got done one of my field jobs, so I'm about to start posting a whole lot more. But the video today is going to be a video I actually took early this spring that I never got around to posting. So I'm gonna show that one today, and then I have a couple of trips planned in the next couple weeks, so be looking out for more videos. Alright guys, here's the first herp of the night. This is a spring peeper that I just caught crossing the road. There's actually been a ton of them tonight, but this is the first one we've caught so far. This one looks like a pregnant female, so I'm just gonna take her off the road in the way she was going and see what else we catch tonight. All right, here is the second herp species of the night. This is a green frog, just hopping across the road, probably 20 yards up from that last spring peeper. I'm gonna let him off on the side of the road in the way he was headed, and we're gonna keep cruising down this road and see what else we can find. Here is the next herp of the night. I am pretty sure that this is a northern red salamander larvae, judging by those black dots, and I know a lot of northern red salamanders breed down this way, but since this guy's a larvae and he still has gills, I'm just gonna plop him right back into his water, and we're gonna keep on herping. The next herp of the night is this male wood frog that was calling in a little vernal pool on the side of the road. There's actually about 5 or 6 of them down in there, but I'm gonna let him go do his thing, and hopefully he finds a female tonight. All right, this is in the same vernal pool that I just caught that wood frog from. Here is all the eggs that the females have came and laid so far. So I'd have to say that they are pretty much done for the spring and breeding in this area, but the males will hang around for a little while longer just to see if there's any late females to the party. That's pretty cool. Hopefully a lot of these guys hatch out this year, and then we have a ton of wood froglets hopping around. All right, this is what we were looking for tonight. This is a spotted salamander that I just fished out of a little tiny ditch pool alongside this road. This guy's pretty small. This is definitely a male. They were the first ones to arrive where they deposit spermatophore onto the bottom or on vegetation, and then they wait for the females to come to pick it up to fertilize their eggs. So I'm gonna get this guy back in the water so he can do his deed, and hopefully some females come, and then we have some baby salamanders. All right, so this isn't a herp, but this is actually a really interesting find. I believe the species of crayfish is called the upland burrowing crayfish. The light is kind of throwing off his color, but he is actually really bright orange right now, especially when I saw him in the water. These are more of a kind of an upland species, obviously by the name. If anybody's familiar, if you see any like mounds of mud tunnels, these are usually the guys that make this. He was just in that vernal pool with the spotted salamander, so I'm gonna just put him back in, and we're gonna keep on herping. All right, here is the next catch of the night. This is a huge crayfish. Look at the size of the claws on him. This is actually the same little ditch pool that had the upland burrowing crayfish and the spotted salamander, in addition to a northern red salamander that I failed to catch. But this is definitely not the upland burrowing crayfish. They don't get this big, and they don't get this bluish kind of brownish coloration. So I'm not sure what species this is. I can look it up later. Hopefully he is not some type of invasive to this swamp. I don't really have any clue how to figure that out right now. So I'm just gonna put him back in, hope for the best, and we're gonna keep on looking. All right, here's the next herp of the night. This is another wood frog that I just caught in this little ditch right here. So I'm just gonna plop them right back in and hopefully catch some more. Here's the next herp of the night. This is a much bigger spotted salamander. This is just in another roadside ditch. There's actually 3 of them in there right now, and this is the only one I managed to catch real quick. I love these guys though. They haven't started their peak movement yet. These are probably the first night they moved because it rained probably about an hour or 2 ago. So these are all just the first males arriving at their vernal pools to breed this year. I'm gonna let him back in the water and we're gonna keep driving around and hopefully we find some more. Here is the next herp of the night. This is a 4-toed salamander. You saw crawling across the road. These guys are really cool. One of my favorite things about them, if you flip them on their bellies, they have nice clean white bellies with those black dots. That's one of the best features that you can look for in them. Another good thing to look for is, if it'll focus, they kind of have a blunt nose. That's another good thing to look for. And usually too, their tails are usually a lot redder than the other part of their body. But I'm gonna get this guy off the road in the way he was moving, and let's see what else we can find tonight. Here is the next herp of the night. This is a northern dusky salamander. This one, in my opinion, is probably the least common dusky or desmog that we have in the county that I live in. So this one's pretty cool to see. This guy was actually about a foot away from the 4-toed. We literally just let him go and looked up, and here this guy was. So I'm gonna get him off the road as well, and we're gonna keep on walking and hopefully find something else. Now look at this majestic beast of a salamander. This is a northern red salamander, just crossing the road. The best way to identify these guys, obviously they're reddish orangish colored with those black dots. But if you look at the eye, they have that nice yellow eye with that black line going through it. That's a good way to recognize these guys. Golden eye with that black line. And this guy was only a few feet away from that dusky salamander that we just caught and filmed. So I'm gonna get him off the road as well. Seems like salamanders are moving right about now. And let's see if we can find any more species tonight. Here's another northern dusky salamander crossing the road. This guy's a lot smaller than the first one that I showed you guys. That's pretty cool. Gonna keep on cruising, obviously get this guy off the road, and hopefully we can find some more species tonight. Here's the next herp of the night. This is a 4-toed salamander.
This is a new spot. We went out and got some milkshakes at Dairy Queen and decided to cruise a couple more roads on the way home. It's actually a toad up the road, so I'm going to go show you guys that one next. But I'm going to get this sport toad off the road real quick and run up and get that guy. Alright, here's that Eastern American toad. I've actually seen a ton of these guys driving around tonight, but there really hasn't been any convenient spots to pull over and actually videotape them. So I'm going to get this guy off the road, even though he will most likely hop back on, because for some reason toads tend to like to sit on these roads at nighttime when it's wet like this. So get him off the road. This might be the last species of the night because we're almost home, but I'll let you know if we see anything else. Alrighty, here's a spotted salamander on the crawl across this road, heading toward a swamp just up the road from that toad that I just showed you. I'm going to quickly get him off the road and let's see if we can find anything else tonight.